Good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Nenny, and I am at Vida Physical Therapy this morning with Dr. Adriana. So, today we're going to be going over some exercises that are meant for people who have had any type of surgery in their abdomen and their pelvis or their back, focusing on scar tissue mobility for those things, as well as some breath work. So, today, the things that you're going to need are going to be a pillow, a chair, or if you have one, a yoga block and a exercise ball. So one of those stability balls. If you don't have a yoga block or a stability ball, we can use a pillow or a chair. I'll be demonstrating exercises that use the stability ball or the yoga block with the pillow or the chair. So if you don't have those things, you don't need them. So here at Vida Physical Therapy, both Dr. Adriana and I are pelvic health physical therapists. That means that we've taken hundreds and hundreds of additional hours of training specific for the abdomen and the pelvis and the function of those and dysfunctions that can happen. So that's what makes Vida Physical Therapy unique. Um, the first thing that we're going to start with is actually some breath work. So breathing is a big topic here at Vida Physical Therapy because we find that a lot of people have issues with the way that they breathe. So, either because of anxiety, habit, or pain, a lot of people will breathe only through the top of their chest and they won't really breathe anywhere else. So, that's what we call shallow breathing when your breath just kind of moves from around here. Shallow breathing can lead to things like feeling some anxiety, some muscle fatigue, some cramping of your muscles. And that happens because you don't get enough blood flow to your brain or blood flow to the muscles that you're using. So, breathing is super, super important. Diaphragmatic breathing involves breathing of your chest and your abdomen plus everything around. So 365 degrees. The front of your body, the sides of your body, and the back of your body. With that, you want to coordinate the movement of your chest and your abdomen at the same time. So as you breathe in, everything should be expanding and getting bigger. So bigger in the front, bigger on the sides, bigger in the back. And as you breathe out, everything should contract and you should use a little bit of your core muscles to get that air out. So rather than thinking of pulling your belly button in and sucking that belly button in to breathe out, you're actually going to be bracing your core muscles as if you're getting ready to, get punched in the gut. So if I were doing this in real time, I would be breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. I'm going to demonstrate a few repetitions so you know what I'm talking about. So here I'll place my hand on my chest so that I know that it's moving. And I'm going to put my hand on my abdomen so I know that that's moving at the same time. So breathing in through your nose and then breathing out through your mouth. So so from the sitting position, you can see my hands moving up and down. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to turn to my side so you can see that everything is expanding and getting wider as I'm breathing in, and everything is contracting and getting smaller as I breathe out. So I'll leave my hands here so you can see. And again, I'll do 5 repetitions. For some people, this is tough enough to do. With some people, they don't really feel any movement of the side of their body. So with those people, we'll have them place their hands on the side of their body so they can feel that movement. I'll leave my hands here, and again, I'll do another 5 repetitions. So this is what we mean when we're saying that we're gonna add some breathing to the exercise. This is always gonna be the style of breathing that we want to do when we're doing these exercises that I'm gonna demonstrate. So these exercises, again, like I said, are meant for people who've had pelvic, abdominal, back surgeries, such as a hernia repair, a C-section, gallbladder removal, laparoscopy, you name it. If you've had any type of scarring that is in this general area or this general area down here, then these exercises are going to be helpful for you. Okay, so first we want to kind of warm up the body and get it used to the breathing and the movement that we're going to do. Plus, we want to encourage some expansion of the front of our body, so from our pelvis, our abdomen, and our chest. We're going to take that pillow and we're going to lay it down, maybe about 2/3 of the way down, and we're going to lay down over it with your sit bones still on the ground and your shoulders still on the ground. So that's going to expand the front of your body. And from there, we're going to do 15 diaphragmatic breaths, really trying to emphasize on the expansion of the front of the body because this exercise is specific for that. So laying down, you can either place your hands palm up on top of the pillow. You can bring them over to the side, making a little cactus with your arms, or you can spread them out wide, making a T with your body. So I'm going to leave my arms out wide like a T. And from here, I feel nice and supported. For some people, this is enough to start feeling some pulling or tugging of the scar work inside of their abdomen around some of their fascia. And then from here, we're going to breathe in 15 times. So breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, making sure that we're expanding our chest, our abdomen, and if we can, paying attention to what our pelvic floor muscles are doing. So the muscles inside of your pelvis. First, just being aware of that part of our body. So we'll breathe in and breathe out. That's 10. We have 5 more to go. One more. And that's 15 breaths. So with this exercise, I wanted you to just feel what are the muscles inside of your pelvis doing? Sometimes with this breathing, you'll be nice and aware of the muscles inside of your pelvis, and you'll notice that they might be gripping, or you might notice that you don't really know what's going on in there. You can't really tell, you can't really feel what's going on in there. That would be a good sign to come and see a pelvic health PT. So, next, we're going to keep our diaphragmatic breathing, but we're going to bring that pillow up to the top of the mat. And we're going to do an exercise called open book. So with that one, we're encouraging some movement of the upper trunk. So we want to get some twisting motion, but we want it to come more from the upper part of our spine rather than the lower part of our spine. In order to do that, we're going to really tuck our knees up towards our chest so that our low back can't move too much, and it'll emphasize the movement of our upper back. So we're going to lay down on your side. I'll demonstrate first facing this direction so that you can see my setup, and then I'll demonstrate facing the other direction so you can see the entire movement. So laying down with or without a pillow, you're going to really pull those knees up to your chest. You're going to straighten out one arm. Then the top arm is going to be right over the lower hand, and you're going to be looking at your top hand as it moves. So from here, we're going to breathe in as we bring our top arm up. Breathing in, breathing in. You're looking at that top arm and you're going to bring it all the way back, trying to see if you can lower that arm to the ground and if you can lower that shoulder down to the ground. If you can't do that, you're just going to hang out as far as you can go. And then when you're ready, you're going to breathe out and you're going to bring that arm back to that starting position. So it's as if you were opening a book and then closing the book. So we're going to be breathing in as that arm comes up and it twists the top part of your spine all the way up to your neck. That's why you're looking at your hand. And then you're going to breathe out as you bring that hand back down. So I'm going to spin around to the other side so you can see the full movement. And we're going to incorporate our breathing. So from here, we're breathing in. I'm looking at my hand, bringing my hand and my shoulder down to the ground, then breathing out. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. So we're doing 15 repetitions. We're on number 3. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 4. Breathe in, breathe out. 5. Breathe in, breathe out. 6. Breathe in, breathe out. 7. Breathe in, and you can see that every single time I keep looking at my hand. Breathe out. 8. Breathe in, breathe out. 9. Breathe in, breathe out. 10. 5 more. Breathe in, breathe out. 11. Breathe in, breathe out. 12. Breathe in, breathe out. 13. 2 more to go. Breathe in, breathe out. 14. Last one. Breathe in, breathe out. And so from here, we get back into that position. Really pull those knees up towards your chest. If you notice when you're doing repetitions, like maybe around number 6, 7, or 8, if your knees start going away from your chest, you won't feel it so much in your upper body. It'll feel a little bit easier because you're twisting more from your lower body. So pull those knees up as you start to notice that they're drifting down. All right, so both hands in front of you again. We're following our top hand as it goes all the way back, and we're breathing in as we open, breathing out as we close, breathing in through your nose, breathing out through your mouth. Here we go, breathing in, breathing out. 1. Breathing in, breathing out. 2. Breathing in, breathing out. 3. Breathing in, breathing out. 4. Breathing in, breathing out. 5. Breathing in, breathing out. 6. Breathing in, breathing out. 7. Breathing in, breathing out. 8. Breathing in, breathing out. 9. Breathing in, breathing out. 10. 5 more to go. Breathing in, breathing out. 11. Breathing in, breathing out. 12. Breathing in, breathing out. 13. Breathing in, breathing out. 14. Last one. Breathing in, breathing out. And that's 15. Okay, so those are open books. The purpose of doing that exercise is to get some movement of your upper body. That's going to help to expand your ribs as you breathe in, and it's going to give you less resistance to breathe. So, if you have any questions, feel free to leave us a little comment on the chat, and we can address it as we're doing these exercises. Or you can give us a little heart, or just let us know that you're there. Okay, the next one is going to be a similar idea, but it's going to be a little bit more active. So active in the fact that we're going to be upright. So here you can grab your yoga block or your pillow, depending on what you have. I'll demonstrate with a pillow because almost everybody has one at home. You're going to take that pillow, you're going to fold it in half, you're going to go up against a wall, and you're going to have your leg that is farther from the wall come up, and you're going to heel toe your foot until that knee comes close to the wall and is squishing the pillow. So you might have to scoot your whole body closer to the wall in order to do that. So this outside leg of mine is squishing that pillow in place, and I'm making sure that I don't drop it. That'll engage my inner thigh muscles and it'll keep me in my position. Then I'm going to bring both arms forward just like what we did, and the outside arm is going to reach out, trying to go flat on the wall if you can. And then you're going to come back into that starting position. So similar idea, but now we've got a few more muscles that are active, plus we're upright. So we're going to be breathing in through your nose, breathing out through your mouth. That's 1. We're going to for a set of 15. Breathing in, breathing out. That's 2. If you notice that you're a little bit wobbly, you might want to tuck those toes under your ankle. But if you notice that you're having a little bit of discomfort at your knee, you might want to keep that foot flat and try to press that foot down to distribute weight through that shin. That'll take less pressure from your knee and it'll make it more comfortable. Or you could put a pillow underneath there. Okay, so we were on number 2. Now we go on to number 3. So breathing in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. That's 5. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 6. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 7. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 8. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 9. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 10. 5 more. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 11. Breathe in, making sure you follow your hand with your gaze, turning your head. Breathe out. That's 12. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 13. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 14, and 1 more to go. Breathe in, breathe out. and that's 15. All right. We'll move that pillow out of the way. We'll shake our legs as needed. And then we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So now facing this opposite direction, it's the other leg that's going to be on the outside. You're going to make sure that that pillow is firmly between you and the wall. You're going to extend your arms out in front of you, and you're going to choose to either have your toes hooked underneath your foot, or you're going to have it nice and flat. Choice is yours. And we're going to breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth. And if we can, we want to be having a noisy exhale. So as you breathe out, try to keep your lips making a little circle and have it be noisy. We don't care if we're making a lot of noise or not. This is a breathing exercise. So we want to have good mechanics with that. So breathing in through your nose and then breathe out through your mouth. Nice and powerful. Breathing in, breathing out. That's number 3. Breathing in, breathing out. That's number 4. Breathing in, breathing out. That's number 5. Breathing in, breathing out. That's 6. Breathing in, breathing out. That's 7. Breathing in, breathing out. That's number 8. Breathing in, breathing out. That's number 9. Breathing in, breathing out. 10. 5 more. Breathe in, breathe out. 11. Breathe in, breathe out. 12. Breathe in, breathe out. 13. Breathe in, breathe out. 14. Breathe in, breathe out. And that's 15. All righty. We're going to go ahead and shake your legs as needed. And we're going on to the next one. So for the next one, we're going to go ahead and focus on the lower part of our body since we just did our upper body. So we did some exercise. We got nice and warm. Let's go ahead and bring it down just a little bit. So again, let's take that pillow. We're going to have both of our knees bent. We're going to place that pillow between your knees. From here, you're going to lay down. And if you like, you can bring your arms out to the side, making a T with your body, or you can bend those elbows, making a little cactus with your body. And from here, we're going to keep pressure between our knees. We're going to squeeze that pillow in, and we're going to let the knees fall to the side as we breathe in. And then we're going to bring our knees back up as we breathe out. Then we're going to alternate. We're going to, again, bring it to the opposite side, breathing in and then breathing out. So let's go ahead and do a total of 10, so 5 to each side. I'm going to keep my arms in a little cactus because that feels good for my back and it helps to stretch my chest. From here, we're going to let the knees fall to the side, breathing in, breathing in, breathing in, breathing in. Then breathe out. That's 1. Then to the opposite side, breathing in, breathing in, breathing in. And then out. That's 2. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3. And you want to allow your hip to lift as you bring your knees to the side to give a nice twist to the low back. So breathe in. Breathe out. That is number 4. Breathe in. Breathe out. 5, halfway. Breathe in. Breathe out. That's 6. Breathe in. Breathe out. That's 7. Breathe in. Breathe out. That's 8. One more to each side. Breathe in. Breathe out. That's 9. Breathe in. Breathe out. That's 10. So adding in the pillow will help to activate some of your inner thigh muscles. Those inner thigh muscles work hand in hand with your pelvic floor muscles. So your pelvic floor muscles are muscles that are inside of your pelvis mostly. We do have some that are outside the pelvis, but they help to support the organs as a simplified way of saying it. They do a whole lot of other things. They are also the gatekeepers for our urine and bowel movement. Um, but those pelvic floor muscles are really important because they are the bottom of our core. So our core muscles are a cylinder, 365 degrees around our trunk, then our respiratory diaphragm that helps us to breathe, and then our pelvic floor muscles. Our With every single breath that we take, our organs actually slide up and down. If we're resting and we're just sitting down, our organs move about 5 centimeters, which is a little under 2 inches. So that's a lot of movement. And as we breathe more intensely, like during exercise, they'll move a whole lot more. If we have some scar tissue around here because of some type of surgery that we had, then our organs aren't able to move up and down so easily, and that can cause some tugging on our fascia that connects to like our muscles, or it can give some restriction for our respiratory diaphragm to go up and down, or it can get some restriction for our pelvic floor muscles, which can lead to some issues later on. But generally, just doesn't feel good. Okay, so the next one that we like to give is a seated exercise. So with this one, you can use either a stability ball or a chair. So a stability ball would be this one, and a chair would be just a chair. So since almost everybody has a chair, let's demonstrate with a chair. So I'm going to lay down to my side so you can see the movement of my body. So from here, I'm going to start with a nice flat back, and I'm going to be rounding my body, really emphasizing that curve of my entire spine, from my sit bones to my tailbone, all the way up my spine to my neck. And then I'm going to reverse that whole thing, arching my back, bringing my head back, and pointing my sit bones in the opposite direction and my tailbone in the opposite direction. So the full movement would go like this. So we're going to breathe out and breathe in. Breathe out and breathe in. So if you have a stability ball, the ball will be sliding back and forth a little bit. If you're on a chair, you're moving your whole body a little bit more. So if you'd like, you could keep your feet nice and planted on the floor so you feel supported. You want to make sure that you have enough space between your back and the chair so that you can move freely. And we're still trying to have that diaphragmatic breathing. So as we're arching our back, breathing in, we're expanding to the sides, we're expanding forward, we're expanding back from our chest and our abdomen, and then contracting everything, making it really small as we breathe out. So let's go ahead and do a repetition of 15. So this is what it would look like. We're breathing out and breathing in. Breathing out, breathing in. That's 2. Breathing out, in. 3, out, in. 4, breathe out, in. 5, out, in. 6, breathe out, breathe in. 7, breathe out, breathe in. 8, breathe out, breathe in. 9. Out. In. 10. And you want to make sure to really arch your back and round your back. Out. In. That's 11. 4 more to go. Breathe out. Breathe in. 12. Breathe out. Nice forceful breath. Breathe in. 13. 2 more. Breathe out. Breathe in. That's 14. 1 more to go. Breathe out. Breathe in. And that's 15. Go ahead and give your shoulders a little break. Shake it all around to loosen everything up. So I'll grab the stability ball and I'll do 5 repetitions with the stability ball so you can see what that would look like if you are using one of those. So if you've got one of these, first you sit around, you bounce around, you have some fun. And then you again do the same thing. So you're really rounding, tucking in those sit bones and the tailbone, rounding your back, looking down as you're breathing out, and then arching your back, pointing your tailbone and your sit bones away from you, looking up to the sky, arching your back and your neck, breathing in, and then breathing out. Breathe in. That's 1. Breathe out. That's 2. Breathe in. Breathe out. That's 3. Breathe in. Breathe out. That's 4. And that's 5. Okay, so with this one, that's what it would look like with a stability ball. The good thing about having a stability ball is that it's wobbly and it's shaky, so it makes you use your core muscles a little bit more. Our balance comes from our core muscles partially. So if our trunk muscles are, getting a little bit weaker, it'll be a little bit tougher to be on the stability ball. So if you want to do it on here, but you feel like you're a little wobbly, you can always make your sitting position more wide to make it more safe. All right, so that's what it would look like with that. The next exercise that I like to do is on all fours, doing a diaphragmatic breathing with some resistance from our organs. So when we're on all fours, our organs will actually slide forward towards the front of our body. And as we breathe out, we want to try to think about pulling those organs back into our spine, exactly where they're supposed to be. So when we're doing this, we're not sucking in the belly button. We're actually going to be using our muscles to push everything back. So again, you want to grip those abs, grip the core muscles to pull everything back as if you're going to get kind of punched in the gut. So, but you're not going to get punched. We don't encourage violence. So from here, you can either flip your feet and have your toes underneath you for a little bit of help with balance, or you can have your feet nice and flat and stretch out your ankles in this position. So you can stretch your toes and your calf in this position, feel more sturdy, or you can have it flat. Having your feet flat will be a little bit easier on your feet, on your knees, and it won't feel like so much pressure on your knees or your kneecap. So having your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips, you want to make a little square with your body, keeping your back nice and flat throughout the movement. We don't want to have any arching in any direction as we're breathing. We're going to be breathing in, really letting that tummy expand as you breathe in, and then push everything up, pushing that breath out of you. So I'm going to go ahead and bring my shirt up just a little bit higher so you can see my tummy, and you'll be able to see the movement as I'm doing this. So from here, on all fours, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, we're going to be looking down, making sure that our head doesn't sag down, keeping our ear in line with the shoulder. And we're going to breathe in, allowing the tummy to expand. Then breathe out, pushing all the air out. Breathing in, breathing out. So that movement up is not me sucking my belly button in. It's me pushing all of my air out with my core muscles to get my air out. And that's what's pulling my organs up close to my spine. I am not sucking my belly button in. Now let's go ahead and do a repetition of 15. So we're breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. We want a nice, noisy breath. Breathing in, breathing out. 2. Breathe in, breathe out. 3. Breathe in, breathe out. 4. Breathe in, breathe out. 5. Breathe in, breathe out. 6. Breathe in, breathe out. 7. Breathe in, breathe out. 8. Breathe in, breathe out. 9. Breathe in, breathe out. 10. 5 more to go. Breathe in, breathe out. 11. Breathe in, breathe out. 12. Breathe in, breathe out. 13. Breathe in, breathe out. 14. Breathe in, breathe out. And that's 15. So you might have to slow it down or go just a little bit faster so you don't feel like you're hyperventilating, but usually slower is better. All right. The next one, I'm going to move this pillow out of the way. We're going to go into a little cobra pose. So cobra is you on your stomach. You're going to bring your elbows to the side of your chest. Your palms are going to be flat down, and you're going to try to keep as much contact with the ground with your stomach. So you're allowing your chest to point forward or looking forward. So in this position here, you can either look forward or look up if you're able to. And then we're going to bend both of our knees, and we're going to let the feet drop to one side, and then we're going to go to the opposite side. Let the feet drop to the opposite side. So from here, we're going to be breathing in as the feet drop to the side, breathe out as they come back up, breathe out as, no, breathe in as they fall to the side, breathe out as they come back to the center. So out to the side, into the center, out to the side, into the center. I think I just told you both ways, so let's clarify that. So we're breathing in as our feet fall to the side, breathe out as they come to the center. Breathing in to the side, out to the center. This is the correct pattern of breathing. So if I'm doing this in real time, we're going to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Let's go for a total of 10, alternating 5 to each side. So breathe in, breathe out. 1. Breathe in, breathe out. 2. Breathe in, breathe out. 3. Breathe in, breathe out. 4. Breathe in, breathe out. 5. Halfway. Breathe in, breathe out. 6. Breathe in, breathe out. 7. Breathe in, breathe out. 8. Breathe in, breathe out. 9. One more to go. Breathe in, breathe out, and that's 10. All right, let's clean out your feet. Let's bring our forehead to your hands. And from here, just rock your hips side to side or bring your arms side to side, making a little snow angel. Try to relax your back if you're feeling like your low back muscles are gripping. But you should have been nice and supported by your elbows, that you don't feel like you are doing much work. Okay. So, if you've been coming to pelvic health PT with Dr. Adriana and I, we might have taught you how to do some mobilization for your bladder. However, if you haven't, we're just going to do this exercise focusing on all the fascia of your abdomen and your pelvis. If Dr. Adriana and I have taught you how to do some mobilization for your bladder, you would incorporate it here. But if you haven't, you're not doing any of that. So what we're going to do, we're going to cross your ankle over your knee. And from here, you're going to move your hands out to the side. So you've got some space for your knees and your feet. And you're going to breathe in, allowing your foot to come down towards the ground. And then you're going to breathe out as it comes back up. We're going to do all the repetitions on one side, and then we're going to swap feet. So again, we're breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. We're breathing in and breathing out. Let's go ahead and do a set of 15 to each side. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 1. Breathe in, breathe out. 2. Breathe in, breathe out. 3. Breathe in, breathe out. 4. Breathe in, breathe out. 5. Breathe in, breathe out. 6. Breathe in, breathe out. 7. Breathe in, breathe out. 8. Breathe in, breathe out. 9. Breathe in, breathe out. 10. 5 more to go. Breathe in, breathe out. 11. Breathe in, breathe out. 12. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 13. 2 more to go. Breathe in, breathe out. 14, and last one on this side. Breathe in, breathe out, and that's 15. All right, give your legs a little shake, give your shoulders a little shake. Make sure that your face is feeling nice and relaxed and that we're not frowning, we're not gripping our eyebrows together. Everything should feel nice and relaxed. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and cross the opposite ankle over your knee. And we're going to breathe in as we drop that foot down, breathing in, and then breathe out. That's 1 of 15. Here we go. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 2. And if your foot doesn't make it all the way to the ground, that's okay. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 3. Little by little, everything will loosen up and you'll go farther and farther. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 4. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 5. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 6. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 7. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 8. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 9. Breathe in, Breathe out. That's 10. 5 more to go. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 11. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 12. Breathe in, breathe out. 13. 2 more. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 14. Breathe in, breathe out. And that's 15. All right, go ahead and give your legs a little shake. Give your shoulders a little shake. And we're going back into sitting. So now your lower body, lower part of your trunk, your low back, your pelvis, your hips, upper part of your body, your upper back, your ribs, your neck, everything should feel nice and relaxed and loose. If you noticed while we were doing these exercises that one direction was a little tougher to move into, or it just didn't want to go as far as the other side, maybe hold that or do an extra set with that side. If you noticed any pain with any of these exercises, it might be a good idea to hold off on these. If anything causes pain, we don't want to go that far or do that exercise. But if things feel uncomfortable, that is okay. Discomfort is okay. Pain is what we're trying to avoid. So these exercises, like I mentioned earlier, are followed by some of the manual techniques that Dr. Adriana and I do. So we've been trained with many, many, many hours specific to the pelvis and the abdomen that we didn't receive when we were in orthopedic training. That's what makes us unique here at Vida Physical Therapy. This training really helps to address the fascia, the muscles, and the organs of our pelvic cavity and our abdominal cavity so that our respiratory diaphragm can move better, so our ribs can move better, so the organs can move better, so our muscles can become stronger, and so that we can decrease pain. Overall, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to decrease pain and increase function. Sometimes scar tissue can get a little tough and not slide around as easily as it should. And we, as pelvic health PTs, will go in there and make sure that we can slide the fascia well and do some other internal techniques that we learned being specifically pelvic health physical therapists to address these discomforts. So if you feel like any of this felt good, it might be a sign to come and see us. Come find your pelvic PT that's near you, or if you're in the Ventura County area, come and see us. I hope this was, fun because it was fun for me. And this was the first time that I've ever done this, so I'm sorry if I skipped a number here or there, but I hope you enjoyed it. I come and see us here at Vida Physical Therapy. We are located in Oxnard, California. I hope you have a great rest of your day.